Hi everyone, Mrs. Bezic here with my youngest son Jackson.
Hi.
He's gonna help me cook today. We've been cooped up in the house and we're running out of ideas of what we want for breakfast. So we found a breakfast cookie that has some bananas and some chocolate chips and oats in it. So Jackson's gonna help me make them because he definitely is gonna eat them. Okay, you ready, Jack? Okay. So I'm going to move this down so you can see what we got here. Chef Jackson's going to help us put the things in the bowl. So Jack, if you will put, first we've got 2 cups of quick oats. And we've got our mise en place all set up. We've got it all pre-measured. We made sure we had everything we needed. Next, we're going to put in our baking soda. And then our baking powder. And then our salt. And I'll link the video, I'll link the recipe on the bottom so you have all the measurements. And then we're going to put in our cinnamon. So these are the first 5 ingredients in our recipe. And Jackson, if you'll grab that wooden spoon over there, and if you'll stir those together so they get all combined. See, Jack's not a novice cook here. He's cooked before. He knows to hold the side of the bowl. So while he's stirring that up, we've got 2 cups of oats, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. So if you look at it, it looks pretty good. What do you think, Jack? You think it's good? Good. Okay, the next thing we're going to add in is our bananas. Now, the Bezics, we like bananas, but we had too many. So they got a little soft and they got a little brown. And once they start getting the brown spots on them, nobody wants to eat them. So that's why I thought, let's look up this recipe. So we're using our over-ripened bananas. There's 2 large ones in here that equal about a cup. If you ever want to, here you want to go ahead and scoop that in there. If you ever want to lower the fat content of a recipe, you can substitute in bananas for the oil that's in there. I'm going to grab that. Can you grab that rubber spatula right there, Jack? And can you scrape the bowl? We want to get all, we want to get all of that banana in there. Good. I'll give it one last, oh, you did a pretty good job. There is only just a tad bit left. And we'll keep that over here because we'll need it again. Okay, so we've got the bananas. Next, we need the peanut butter. This is kind of sticky. If you want to go ahead and scoop that out. And it'll just plop in there. That's right, I said plop. He's laughing, you can't see him. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get the last little bit. You're doing a great job. Jackson is a great helper. Since we have been at home, both kids have been cooking. Christopher didn't want to make an appearance today, but maybe next time. So we've got the Rockstar Jackson with us. Okay, next we have honey, and I'm gonna scrape that one for you. Do you like honey, Jack? Yeah. Honey is good, really good ingredient to use. It has a lot of healing properties, so you want to have some honey in there. Okay, I'm just going to set that there, and you can add the last couple ingredients. We've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then we have our chocolate chips. I've got a half a cup of chocolate chips here, and then the very last thing is our raisins. It's 1/4 of a cup. Now, if you want to have equal parts raisins and chocolate chips, you can, but I think my kids like the chocolate chips a little bit more. So do you want to stir it or do you want me to stir it? Okay. Yep. Now, it might be a little bit difficult to stir because you have some wet ingredients in there. So we're going to give Jackson a little help by holding the bowl. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and scrape the sides of the bowl with the rubber spatula. If you don't have a rubber spatula, you can use a wooden spoon as well. You don't have to always use the right tool for the right job, but if you have it, it makes it easier. So you can see, what was that? That was the oven. Oven's all preheated to 350 degrees. So we have our mixture all ready to go. We're going to tidy up our area and we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back and here is our mixture. It's all well combined. The next part of our recipe is taking our mixture and putting it on our baking sheet. I've used butter and greased the baking sheets, but you can use cooking spray or you can use parchment paper. I didn't have either of those, so I just grabbed the item that I had. You're going to scoop out this mixture onto your baking sheet. Now, if you don't have one of these ice cream scoops, then you can just roll it into a ball that's about 1/4 of a cup or about the size of a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. So I'm going to put the first one there, and then I'm going to hand it over to Jack. So you can see he's grabbing it, scooping it, and pushing it onto the side of the bowl to help make the ball all compacted. And these aren't going to spread when you are baking them. They pretty much hold their shape. So as long as you give about 1 inch between, then you should be fine. Now, before we get going any farther, we're just going to scoot. Since we buttered it, it's fine. It'll scoot. And we've got 4 across, and I'm going to give it to Jack.
So I'm going to go like this in the middle.
Now, why are you doing that, Jack?
Because I need to flatten them. And we're supposed to have 3 rows of 4, and then we'll be right back. So this is our first time making this recipe, so we're 1 short. It doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. You're right, Jack. So here's our project before we put it inside of the oven.
Me and my mom just got done making these breakfast cookies. Time to taste test. Really good. Because I was chewing. They were so good.